Chrissy Cunningham. She doesn't see the monster. She sees her mother. Chrissy Cunningham stands inside Eddie Munson's trailer, thinking this is quick. Buy something, leave, stop the headaches. The lights flicker. Once, then again. She hears her name. Her mother's voice. She turns. The trailer is still there, but wrong. Stretched, quiet, and her mother is already in front of her, smiling. Eddie calls her name. She barely hears him.
Chrissy, hello?
Vecna is already there, watching. Chrissy backs into the wall, frozen before he even touches her. He doesn't grab her, doesn't move fast, and she lifts off the ground anyway, held in place. Her body is still there, but she can't control any of it. Her arms snap outward, then her legs bend the wrong way. Her jaw forces open, her eyes sink in. Gone? Eddie stares at her for 1 second too long, then runs. Vecna doesn't chase people. He takes the ones already falling apart and finishes it. Chrissy dies without moving a single step toward escape. Eddie Munson runs from that trailer with no idea what he just saw. Bob Newby is about to learn that in Hawkins, surviving the hallway doesn't mean surviving what's waiting at the end. Bob Newby. He makes it out. That's what kills him. Bob Newby runs through the Hawkins lab hallways while demodogs tear through the building behind him. Joyce, Hopper, Mike, Will, waiting for the doors to open before the creatures reach them first. Bob reaches the control room, types fast, unlocking each door while they wait on the other side, watching him. The last door opens. They run. Bob follows. He clears the hallway, passes through the final door, and it shuts behind him. Bob slows down, turns toward Joyce, smiles. He made it. For 1 second, he actually made it, but they were already inside. Then the demo dog hits him, hard. Bob drops instantly. Another one crashes into him before he can stand back up. Then more, piling in, covering him while Joyce watches. He doesn't die because he was too slow. He dies because he believed the danger had already passed. Bob dies with everyone watching. Barb Holland is about to disappear somewhere nobody thinks to look. Barb Holland. Nobody notices when she disappears. That's what kills her. Barbara Holland sits alone beside Steve Harrington's pool. Inside, the party keeps going. Nancy is gone. Barb stays outside by herself, blood dripping from the cut on her hand after opening a beer can. She hears something move behind her. The pool lights flicker. Then something grabs her. She screams once and disappears. Barb wakes up beside the pool again, except now everything is dark, wet, rotting. The upside-down version of the backyard stretches around her. Coughing, shaking, slime hanging from the empty trees and walls around her. Something moves nearby, close. Barb crawls backward through the leaves, panicking, trying to breathe. Then the Demogorgon rushes her out of the darkness. Gone. When they finally find Barbara Holland, her body is already lying inside the upside down. Pale, motionless, with vines and slime spread around her. Nobody saw her die. Nobody even realized she was missing until it was already too late. And Hawkins keeps moving like she never disappeared at all. Billy Hargrove is about to find out what happens when the monster finally turns on its own weapon. Billy Hargrove. He spends the entire season helping the monster. Then he turns against it once. Billy Hargrove stands inside Starcourt Mall while the Mind Flayer crawls toward 11. Huge, screaming, made from melted bodies twisted together into one thing. Billy doesn't move at first. He's already been controlled for too long, standing there while the monster uses him to bring people in, infect them, break them down. Then 11 talks about his mother, the beach, the sunlight. Billy looks at her, then at the monster behind him. Something changes. For the first time all season, Billy chooses something for himself. He steps in front of 11. Mind Flayer hits him instantly. One limb tears through his side, then another drives through his chest. The creature keeps pushing into him, driving deeper. Billy grabs onto it anyway, holding it there while the others try to close the gate below the mall. The tentacles keep ripping through him. Again, again, again. He doesn't survive long enough to see the gate close. Billy Hargrove dies standing between 11 and the monster he helped build. The Mind Flayer controlled him for months, but it doesn't get the last choice. Billy spends the season obeying the monster, then dies refusing it. But Eddie Munson walks into his ending with nobody believing a word he says. Eddie Munson. The entire season, he runs.
I just ran and I left it there.
Then he stops once. Eddie Munson rides through the Upside Down with Dustin Henderson while a swarm of demo bats tears through the sky behind them. The plan is simple. Keep the bats away from Vecna's house long enough for the others to reach him. At first, it works. The bats follow them everywhere, filling the sky behind them, while Eddie and Dustin race back toward the trailer. Then Eddie looks back. The bats are turning around, heading back toward the house, toward Steve, Nancy, Robin. Dustin climbs toward safety. Eddie starts to follow, then stops. This is the first time Eddie decides not to save himself. He cuts the rope, drops back down into the Upside Down, and runs straight toward the swarm. Eddie screams at the bats, swinging the spear and shield while they slam into him from every direction, biting into him again and again until they drag him to the ground. Still attacking, still swarming. By the time Dustin reaches him, Eddie is covered in blood, struggling to breathe. Eddie Munson dies in the Upside Down after spending the entire season trying not to. He runs from every fight until the one moment staying matters more. And the person everyone called a coward dies without taking another step back. He never stopped being scared. He just stopped running. And Max Mayfield is about to learn what happens when Vecna finally gets exactly what he wants. Max Mayfield. Vecna finally gets her and leaves her alive long enough to feel it. Max Mayfield stands inside the Creel house with Lucas Sinclair while the others move on Vecna from the Upside Down. The plan is simple. Keep Vecna focused on Max long enough for the others to reach him first. At first, Max stays in control. Then the lights flicker. The room shakes. Lucas reaches for her. Too late. Max lifts off the floor, arms spreading outward while Lucas screams for her to fight him. Vecna doesn't want her dead quickly. He wants her to feel it happen. Her legs snap first. One violent crack, then her arms. Vecna pulling her apart in front of Lucas. Then she drops, broken. Lucas catches her while blood running down her face. Max Mayfield can't see, can't move. Her bones are shattered, and through the pain she keeps saying the same thing. She doesn't want to die.
I'm so scared.
Her heart stops for more than a minute before 11 pulls her back. But Vecna already got what he wanted. The gates open anyway. Hawkins starts tearing apart around them. Max survives, but Vecna leaves her behind broken enough to prove he was there.